Big talk, big minds, yeah, we do it with class. 4 of us, one throne. Welcome to Quadkast. Welcome to Quadkast. Welcome to Quadkast. Hey. Okay.
What's happening, people?
What's up?
What's up? What's going on? Welcome to another episode.
The Quadkast.
The Quad. Hey, why I feel like that threw everybody out? Like
What?
Really
Hey, we
did.
ease into this. We ease into this one.
yeah, because it's a little different from last
It
time.
is,
But
yeah.
I understand now what I need to hear and when I'm, when I'm doing what I got to do. So yeah,
We here for it.
that's gonna make it a little bit easier for me.
Okay.
Hopefully.
I'm here for it.
Yeah. So how was everybody's week? You celebrated your birthday, right?
I did, and being sick.
Happy
child.
birthday.
You was sick on your birthday?
God, I can barely keep my head up.
Really?
She was
Man.
twisted at Twisted Taco.
Yeah, she was. She had margaritas.
I only had one, and I didn't even
Okay.
finish it.
Yeah, true.
But the alcohol didn't make you sick. You was sick.
No, I
before.
was already sick
Oh, you was
beforehand.
already sick.
Yeah. We went and got massages earlier that day, and I think that's what really I don't know if the massages and the essential oils just said, "All right, we're gonna make you real sick."
It made it worse.
Yeah, it made it worse.
Oh,
Like
wow.
Released all the toxins out of your body.
I would have thought
Child,
maybe that would have made you feel better.
me too,
that's
but
right.
I barely made it home. I was on 2 wheels trying to get in the garage,
Wow.
and all I could do was just
Lay there.
literally.
You didn't get sick. Whatever.
Don't speak that on me. Don't you speak that evil on me, Ricky Bobby. No. I got 8 days to my birthday. Don't you speak that on
Man,
me.
look, I'm telling you, when people start coughing, I be ready to throw mask on. Yeah, I get it. I don't want to be sick either. Being sick is not fun.
Child, we be
At
having
all.
It's like the
this
older
much
you get, the
space
worse it
between
be
each
on
other
you
in
too.
the bed. She faced that way, I face this way. You can't, no.
Yeah, we sleep in separate rooms. When I get sick, I have to be in one room. And you be in another room. Yeah, I hate we missed your party though. But,
It's
man,
okay.
Yeah,
We good.
Yeah, but we
We here.
Had a good
We
time.
here.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We here now.
Yep. We made sure we got you some. To show
And I
our
appreciate
show
y'all.
you our appreciation.
Yes.
Most definitely.
Parisha.
Yeah, absolutely. Well,
What's going on? So much.
there is so
There's a
much
lot
going on right
Literally.
now.
Our week was smooth, but so much is going on in
Yeah.
this world.
There is a lot.
It's like
going
one
on.
series after the next after
Yeah.
next.
You
I know.
got Tory's situation with Megan. You got
Don't you speak on that. You see what happened to Chris Brown? He locked up.
Chris
right
Brown
now.
in jail. Diddy.
Oh.
I think that's probably where we need to. That's where we gonna start at.
All right.
This Diddy trial.
Don't put Selena's
Oh.
ain't got
Yeah,
nothing
I take
to do
it-
with this. Selena's ain't got nothing to do with this.
I take it. I know everybody been following it. Everybody been looking at it and know what's
Yeah.
going on. So, how do y'all feel? What do you feel about this? Before I get to reading and tell you my
Right.
thoughts on the situation. Don't nobody want y'all scared of Diddy?
Hey,
Don't nobody want y'all think he gonna do something from the jail?
Nah, it's just.
Nah, I'm good.
it's just for
It's
me.
crazy.
I'm just waiting on the. I'm waiting on the big names. You know what I'm saying?
Is somebody else coming after this?
Yeah. What's the big Dawn from Danny Kane?
Yeah.
She's an
Who?
artist. Dawn. see,
Don.
Ain't no
From
brother.
Danny
From Danny Kane.
Oh, Dan, that group.
Yeah. See,
Yeah.
I'm waiting for the big names like Gwyneth Paltrow. J Lo is. I'm waiting for them names to come out somewhere.
Yeah, I said to
Because
myself.
the names dropped. They dropped a whole list of people
Really?
that have been at them parties.
Mm-hmm.
But
And I think people are getting caught up thinking that they're building the case off
Right.
of Cassie's testimony.
Yeah,
Right.
because they're
But
saying basically that
you have
it's
to
setting
think.
it up.
Yeah, you have to think she's
Yeah.
a witness. They're
Right.
not putting her as one of the victims. So she's just building. She's a
Right.
building block
Yep.
onto the case.
Right.
So people are already saying, "Oh, he's gonna walk," because they trying to make no.
yeah, I've heard that too.
They
I heard he
know,
was gonna
they
walk.
know
Yeah.
exactly what they're doing. They
They-
know
yeah.
exactly how to present it. Like this is just one. This is where it started,
That's
Right.
it.
and she was the piece that really got it going. But
Yeah.
she's not this case.
Okay.
No.
So
You think so? It's some more people you think gonna
What,
come after this? I think so. I said that too. This is just the tip of the iceberg.
That's
Like,
it.
I don't.
That's
I don't know if the people that. What about you? Think the people that attended the parties they finna be you know, if you were there, you think you're gonna have to deal with something?
I mean, potentially, if you speak out, I mean, they probably had them sign NDAs,
Right.
you know.
Of course
So
they did.
there's only so much you can speak on, but there may be a loophole if you have a great attorney.
Right.
I
There
feel
may
like
be some type of
it
verbiage
was
in
what
there.
your role was at the party.
Yeah.
I heard someone on
Like if you was just walking around, I don't think they too much gonna bother. But if you was actually like active
right.
in the freak off, then expect to be
expected.
Yeah, expect to be
was gonna say.
Now, I heard something today when the FBI confiscated all the tapes and everything. Everyone thought, oh, why, we want to see the tapes. Who all were on there? But from what I'm hearing is that they're getting the tapes. And say if you saw a big name artist or a big name politician, they're scrubbing those tapes so certain people will not be implicated. Because there's so many big names that they've been saying. The FBI got them tapes.
Yeah.
So some of these people, they got enough power. Like, look.
Why do you think he in this situation from the beginning though? Like, who did
Hollywood
you think it's
freak.
one of
He
this?
got
One of this?
greedy.
You done pissed the wrong person off. And,
I feel like he got greedy.
I don't know.
cocky.
Because I heard
He
something.
He already
untouchable.
feels like he's untouchable. He feels like he's invincible. When you get to a certain level, honestly, you know, you have access to any and everything, and it doesn't even matter the age. They don't care. I mean, you know, we take Chris Brown, which I know we're gonna talk about him in a minute, but when he came out on the scene, he was 15 and he was dating Rihanna, who was much older than him, and they were already at other, you know what I'm saying, functions where you had to be a certain age, but it didn't matter because of his fame.
yeah.
So with Diddy, it's just like, you know, he has or had all this fame and, you know, this reputation and bad boys and, you know, just
It's karma coming back.
I
it
was-
is karma.
I was looking at court TV and I had to play catch up because I really been real busy this week. I didn't get a chance to like look at it the way I wanted to and dissect the story and all of that. So I had to play catch up early this morning, and I was looking at court TV, and I was just listening to some of the things that Cassie was talking about, how she was forced to have sex while she had UTIs,
Yeah.
and these male escorts that were being paid, and how Diddy would have to he would really want to her to describe what was going on,
Mm-hmm.
you know. And I said to myself, man, you know, that's kind of that's out there, you know.
It's worse than that. It's some other stuff that's
Yeah, some
way
other stuff
worse.
that you don't even.
That's nothing
and
compared to
the ejaculation all on the I saw all of that.
These
Yeah,
people are freaky.
they freaky. That's a
They
whole nother
are-
level of
yeah,
freakiness.
It's insane to us because why? You know what I'm saying? But
Everybody got a little freaky in it, but I think at some point, like that's just that was a lot. Like I can't.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was a lot. But you know, I say this. I believe that he shouldn't be in prison. I say that.
You don't feel like he should be?
you
No,
mean?
he should not be in prison at all.
Why?
His ass needs to be in an insane asylum because he is fucking crazy.
He need to be in prison.
He need to be at Shady Acres, Green Acre, with that one of them nice little
Yeah,
crazy.
right.
Cause for your mind to go like that and be in that type of you ain't normal. Prison is not where he need to be.
yeah, because
he need to be locked up in a small room, and that's it.
Yeah,
You
yeah.
don't need to go to Shady Acres and have a nice.
Well, they got them at Shady Acres. You know, they put you in them nice padded
Well,
rooms.
no, he don't need a nice
be-
padded room. He need to be in a cell
He
with
need
a
to be,
toilet,
yep.
and he got two other dudes in the same cell.
He
and
needs to
everybody
learn
gotta take
that
a shit.
he's not in control.
He
Right.
like that kind of stuff though. So you can't put him in his habitat.
He like it the way
When
he
he's
was
in-
doing.
If he's
Yeah.
in
Now
control.
he in jail.
You can't control that.
When Big Mike dropped them drawers and be like, "What you
That's
got?
it.
Been over, boy."
well, you
Right.
know they ain't gonna put
Right.
him in general pop. But
At some point, he got to go though, right?
Hey, they got the Tory Lanez.
Oh yeah, that was man.
They did?
14
He
times. They
stabbed
stabbed
him.
him.
14 times. Oh, you didn't see
They
that?
got Tory Lanez, bro.
They got to him.
Oh, I did not
So
know
they
that.
can get what? Come on now.
Wow.
That man got stabbed 14
And you know
times.
they said Diddy.
He said he thought he was gonna die. I heard him tell his dad. He said he told his dad that he thought that this was it. Like he had told God, "I'm ready to go."
Oh wow.
You know.
But you know, with Diddy, man, a lot of people saying he put a lot of people took charges for him that are in jail.
Oh, yeah.
So if he going, oh, okay, now you in here with us.
Right.
I took this charge for you 20 years ago, and I'm in here.
Yeah,
I'm
did.
still in here.
That's what I'm
Shine.
saying.
What was
So
this?
they
Was
ain't
didn't Shine take a
Yeah,
charge?
yeah.
He's a politician
He's a
now.
politician
He
Yeah, I be
he
seeing
went
him with
back
his
to
suits
own-
on and
yeah.
looking all prestige and stuff. You know,
Yeah.
I guess he ain't with the
Yeah,
He
he,
ain't- he ain't with the bad boy
He with
no
it no more.
And when it
Yeah.
came out, he still really didn't badmouth him. He just said like
That's right.
he gonna get his. That's pretty much what
Yeah,
he
he
said.
did.
Yeah.
yeah.
He is.
He took that lick and just went on with it. But
Yep.
yeah,
Listen.
man,
Yep.
that's
Listen.
crazy, man. I just can't wait to see how this thing turn out. You know, I can't wait to see. I just can't wait to see. I don't know if he gonna stay in, if he gonna do
Y'all think he
15 to
gonna
life.
last? I was
Or,
about to say, y'all think he gonna last, or they gonna Jeffrey Epstein him? You know,
what happened to Jeffrey Epstein?
That's what I'm thinking.
They killed him in prison or
they
something?
say he killed
They
himself.
say, yeah.
Oh yeah, I remember yeah.
He say he killed himself.
That's what I said. They say he killed himself.
So the sketch artists, I've been looking like how they been drawing Diddy. Is his hair really great and all that now?
He grayed out.
Yeah, he can't dye his hair like he.
Oh no,
yeah.
King dies.
He looking, man.
He Jay
I
the
thought
Great.
that was
And that's
AI.
what's gonna break
He is
him.
JThaGray.
Yeah,
That's
that's what's gonna break him. Him not being in control and being able to keep up
God.
his image, and that's what's gonna break him.
Man, I
So
cannot
him going to a
imagine.
mental assignment, that's gonna be a cakewalk for him. No,
Right.
put him in prison.
Yeah.
Let them tell him when he got to get up, when he got to eat,
Yeah.
when he got to go to sleep.
Man, to have that
Mm-hmm.
life, man. Can you imagine going from being able to do any and everything that you want to do to now you can't do nothing?
Exactly. That's the point.
All because of your demon,
Right.
your greed.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Yep.
You know, that's and
Yes,
one
that's
woman
right.
one woman is pretty much bringing him down. Has brought him
Oh,
down.
yeah.
That's Cassie.
She
you know?
started.
They say hell has no fury like a woman scorned.
When
So
he
he
paid her that
pissed the
30
wrong person off.
He paid her that $30 million. That's when they said, okay,
And I still feel like that was low.
something's there.
No,
Speaking of that.
it's low.
Yeah.
At first, I thought, oh, man, that's a lot of money. But
No.
now that I hear what
That's
happened,
low.
oh, that ain't nothing.
That
It should have been in the
ain't
billions to
nothing.
me.
That part.
For real. The stuff that he
'Cause
did
he
to
got
her,
it.
oh my God.
Right.
So let me ask you this. I was reading and listening to how she talked about all of the bad things that he did.
Mhm.
But yet and still I would turn around and hear her say, well, I ended up meeting him in Miami and we did this. And I'm saying to myself, if this man was doing all of this stuff to you, what was it that kept you going
Access.
to certain things? It was his
I
power.
have access. I have wherever he is. But at the end of the day, it's just like, okay, you take a regular schmegular couple, domestic violent couple, right? So whether the man or the woman is beaten, it doesn't matter who it is. They're still gonna go back to that person because they're comfortable. That's all they know, and they're afraid if they do leave because in their mind
That's a
they've
new
been beat
norm.
already. Like they're gonna come find me anyway, so I might as well just stay.
Just
And that's
stay.
gonna make them
But-
even more mad.
But do you think as well, she came in as an artist through
Yeah.
Ryan Leslie.
Mm-hmm.
And Diddy got it from Ryan Leslie.
Yep.
He signed her to an album
Mhm.
deal. But now you don't have a record out, but you're flying on a private jet.
Exactly.
You got two homes. You got your family in your home.
Yep.
You get a $10,000, $20,000 a month allowance.
And
so
you young.
Yeah.
and you're young, so you like, okay,
Why am I
who-
give
who-
all this up?
Right. So
Mhm.
in the
I ain't
they
gotta
said
make
that-
no
they
album
said
and
that
I'm making
They
this?
said the abuse didn't start at the beginning.
Of course
Right.
not.
It started coming to that point.
Yeah,
Right.
he
You
loved
know,
on them
yeah,
first. And
but
Of course.
you still stayed there when you was getting all the accolades and this and that.
Of course.
Yeah.
But I mean,
Yeah.
I don't know how to.
I
It's
in a way
strange
I
how-
get it because when I know when women are some like you just said they are some men be abused in relationship too, but I'm gonna say women when they're abused in a relationship, you get so comfortable
Yeah.
that you can't leave your abuser. You know, it's kind of hard and it takes a lot.
And it's
Because you gotta think about it. They're controlling
Broke
them,
women
so
do that, so
they-
y'all know a woman that's
Exactly.
making
But you
money ain't gonna
You know that one toxic couple in the hood, they fight every
Man,
week.
I'm telling
I
you.
don't know why you packing bags. You gonna be right back over
Right.
there. So
Look, hey, that was me and Teresa. That was me and my son.
Oh, here we go. Here we go.
The police stayed it down.
just started this
Anyway,
show,
all right, we on it.
Dang.
This is transparency right here. But
She
look,
listened to the podcast. She said, boy, she said, y'all funny. She said, I love y'all. Y'all too funny.
but look, but we're talking on the level of like a woman not leaving on our level.
Yeah.
We're talking about Diddy. If a woman's leaving, he got 12, 13. Hey, go bring
Go
her back
get her.
right now.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Get her, fly her to Keiko or whatever.
Go get her.
Right.
And I'm gonna meet you there.
And they
Right.
gonna
I can't
and they gonna
find
come.
Where,
I'm going to your
yeah.
mama house.
So we thinking on a
Right.
smaller scale
Yeah.
from what he can actually maneuver.
It's like some mob stuff, like the mob boss tell his goons to go get my girl and bring her back, and the boss said come, and she gonna come.
That's it.
No,
And that's
even if she
how
don't want to
he's
come,
lived.
they gonna drag out.
I don't care. Just you coming. Just like if you seen some paparazzi photos and she kind of looked disheveled or like she just hadn't gotten dressed in a couple of days.
Right.
Ain't no telling what that little girl done been through.
Right.
Come on now.
But baby, the thing about me, I would have been running across the highway like Tina Turner, baby.
You hear me?
Hold it. Wait a minute. Come on. Hey. Help me, please. Somebody.
Another thing too that will make me cringe is thinking about all this stuff that she's on the stand and he telling her all this stuff that she had to do. Diddy doing all this, she doing all this, and her husband is right.
Oh, I was gonna go there in a few minutes.
Okay, I'm sorry.
How did you go ahead?
We
Go
ran
ahead.
that back.
Go ahead.
So yesterday I was thinking about no, but what would he?
Man, that's tough. That's a hard pill to hear. The woman that you with.
Yeah,
saying that he's
listening to all the
that
stuff. Yeah,
and
so I'm gonna put it. You know me. I'm crazy. So is he thinking, wow, all that shit? We don't do half of that shit in the bedroom.
she probably can't. She don't want to do it no more.
I'm just saying.
She burnt out.
Traumatic.
No, they doing something because she's pregnant now. So
But
Yeah, she pregnant
this is
now.
third baby, right?
Your third
yeah,
baby.
so
Their
they
third
doing
baby.
something.
Yeah, so I think, I feel like they might have already had, well, not might have. I'm
think
sure they have
they had
already
the
had this conversation
Right.
beforehand. And like, hey,
It's hard though.
let me tell you.
That's
Of
love,
course
though.
it's hard.
It's love,
That's
though.
love.
It's going to be
That's
hard
love.
because at the end of the day, like I always say, there is no bash. Okay. But if I got to hear it and we at court and your abuser, you have to testify or you are now a witness to this, like, okay, let's actually sit down with your spouse and the attorney and whoever else is going to be representing you, because we need to get this all out right now. So when we're in court, you're not surprised. You're not, looking like, what?
Yeah.
Because
So you don't think
again,
she had some of those conversations like prior to court?
I'm saying,
Yeah,
yes.
that's
sure
what I'm
they
saying.
did.
I'm
Yeah,
saying
yeah,
this
yeah.
is what happened. They had to plan out all of this. And I'm sure she told him in their home, in the private, like, hey, this is what tomorrow's meeting is going to be about.
Right.
But I want to talk to you first. And who's to say? I'm sure that they talked about these things prior to them getting married. Like, because he probably was like B did with me. I want to know what you've been through. I want to know, your traumatic experiences. I want to help you work through those things. And I'm sure that they talked about it.
I'm surprised Diddy ain't threatened the man. Like he didn't try to kill it.
And he probably has, but we'll never know that.
But do you think when they had that conversation, do you think she actually told him every?
I don't think so. I don't.
Because she was saying that she almost what you call it, drowned because he was.
Yeah.
So you think
Oh,
she just he stand on top of her with her mouth open and she almost drowned because he peeing on her.
that's too much.
Yeah. So
Goodness gracious.
So
That's crazy.
3-4 months ago, whenever they got together, did she tell him
How
all
do you
of
kiss
that?
that person?
Probably not in that moment, but I'm sure
Right.
as
Kiss that
time
person.
progressed and
How
when
do
they
you?
And that's
How
probably
would you
why
go
it
to your
took her
spouse and say,
forever
"Hey,
to say it.
I
You
told you
just-
some things, but it is a lot more than that." Like, how do you?
You gotta just sit down and have that conversation.
yeah,
Because you
rip
think
the
about
Band-Aid
it,
off.
Yeah,
Just-
if you think about it, like they not just looking at Diddy, they not just looking at Cassie, they looking at him too for
Everybody.
his reaction.
Yeah.
So they looking like,
That's true.
well, if
If
he's
he-
a shock,
that
and
means that
they've
he
been
didn't know
married,
any of
yeah,
this.
and they've been married. That's kind
Right.
of weird. She ain't tell him this.
Right.
Like you got to think like a juror too. Like so, I'm.
So
pretty
were there
sure-
moments like that? You say there were when he
No,
was
I'm
kinda-
just
No,
saying.
no.
I'm just saying. So I'm pretty
Okay.
sure like she had to eventually
Debrief
give-
him.
Yeah.
Eventually, they did have that
Man,
conversation.
it ain't no debriefing for that. You peed in your mouth? How
So
you? How do
want
you?
to know that?
Man, just keep it to yourself. Don't even tell me. I couldn't because.
But okay, here's my question,
That's
and this
hard.
may be
That's
a little
hard, man. How you
controversial.
gonna kiss her? How you can't even really
But-
kiss knowing that somebody done pissed in your
Is
girl
it-
mouth.
Is it worse than RK?
For sure.
Hell yes.
Oh yeah, what he do?
I think it's.
I don't know now. R. Kelly. Ooh.
Nah.
Yeah, I think.
Well, no, it's worse than R. Kelly. It's worse
R.
than R.
Kelly
Kelly.
went
This work.
shitting on him. Diddy shitting on him.
That's what I'm talking about.
Yeah, now you're surprised.
And all these male escorts.
But no, R. Kelly was doing it himself. Diddy was hiring
And
people,
people-
and he's sitting like this.
yeah, strangers.
And when one is done, send the next one in.
Yes.
And then they had to have the
For
sheets.
4 hours
They had to
straight.
keep changing sheets because all of the pee and the
Yeah.
feces and all
And
this
blood on the
stuff.
sheets.
Blood.
Yeah, they said blood on it. And then they said the hotel.
Not ask yourself, is he worse than R.
Look,
Kelly?
they said the hotel. They actually had to redo a whole room
Yeah,
because
Wow.
they was messing up the whole room.
Yeah, they had to build
That's
them for that.
disgusting.
She said we like was it 4 days or 4 hours?
Yep.
I think 4 days.
4 days. That was
Freak-
the longest.
that's all they was doing.
And y'all
Sex.
think he need to be in jail? That man don't
Person
need to
after
be in no
person after
jail.
person after person after her.
He can
after
see a
person after person
psychiatrist.
after
Pooping
person.
on her?
No, having sex or doing whatever.
Everything, whatever.
Whatever they do with the freak off.
Yes, it was a freak off for 4 days. So
That's crazy.
yeah.
She said it would go on for days and
But he
days.
wasn't doing
no
nothing. He was
sleep.
just watching it.
I'm pretty sure he
He was-
eventually
yeah.
get into
But he was
it,
watching a lot
That's
of it,
it.
Yeah.
I think I read
That's
where
real
he would call. I don't know how he would
Yep.
ask what's going on. So I don't think he was there all the time.
No.
He was having
Yeah,
her to do these
sometimes he
things.
would-
and he-
On FaceTime.
like, what are they doing?
Yeah.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
Yep. Said he was FaceTime like, go show me what she doing.
Yep.
I think
Like,
R. Kelly ain't get.
Nah.
R.
But you
Kelly
heard
ain't
about this
got
girl
nothing
named
on him.
Jane, allegedly. She was a part of the freak off too.
See.
Okay.
But she got mad because she was doing all the freak off, what she said she was fine with. But when they go out of town and traveling and have a vacation, he would never take her. She was just there for the freak offs, but all the other girls or whoever
Used to go on trips.
Yeah.
on trips, and she never got.
Man, let
So
that-
that's why she testified.
He letting other
Okay,
men
so she
got
ejaculate
mad.
all over him and stuff. What
right.
kind of stuff is that? Y'all think he need to be in? That
What?
man need to be. Yes, other men ejaculating on him.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
Come on now.
Well, they said on the back of Cassie, then Cassie had to go in another room and they take it off her back and then rub it on him.
Oh no.
You see what I'm saying?
That's
oh,
that
but he
was
need to
said.
be in jail. Hell no. He need to
Oh, no,
be
he-
in Shady
he need to be in
Greens.
jail. No, that's too
his
nice.
psychiatrist can come to the jail.
Yeah.
Never leave there
He
though.
need to be in jail. He need to be in that jail.
He
Man,
needs to be.
that's
crazy.
some sick Hannibal.
Now
That's-
you
that's-
want to ask that question one more time?
No,
Oh, okay.
it is.
They
Worse.
both. They
I
both.
mean, they both
nasty
bad.
as
They
hell,
both bad.
But
They are
did
both
by
bad.
himself.
well,
Yeah,
He did a
crazy.
doozy.
Yeah.
Diddy.
My lord.
Dumb Diddy.
Right.
Yeah, I guess that's just what it is. What it is.
Disgusting.
Yeah. Okay.
Well, I'm just waiting on 50 Cent to throw some shade out there because I love the way he get
He
up there.
always messy.
Oh, he
Yeah,
always messy. He always
He ain't
messy.
said that yet.
I ain't seen that. Nah, not yet.
Nah, he ain't saying nothing
He
about
He
it.
love to
His
troll
team
people.
probably-
Say,
They
His
telling
team
him
probably
to
telling him
chill
just
right
chill right now.
now. But what do
'Cause
y'all think about that?
he better be
Like,
quiet because he probably got some demons and stuff. He
None of
gonna,
the celebrities, like none of his,
No.
are showing up for him or
Nobody.
saying anything. Like,
What happened to DJ
they
Khaled?
don't want their names. They,
Khaled ain't
they
saying
don't want-
that. Oh, yeah.
let's just be real. What Auntie Mary J. Blige at?
True.
Let's just be real now. I love
They
me
trying-
a good.
they trying to make
I love me
sure-
a good MJB
Yeah.
record, but
They don't want their names called
At all.
and nothing. They trying to stay away.
They
It's-
Let's
trying-
go. Look, to me, Diddy's like Nino Brown. Oh, y'all want me to tell some people? Oh, I got names. I got
Right.
names.
and I think that's gonna happen. I think he's gonna.
And then the attorney come over here and be like, hey, guys.
You know what I always wondered? What if R. Kelly had something to do
With
with
Diddy.
Diddy? Like, what if he silently saying, okay, talk? What if he brought some of this to the light too, like concerning all
So he
this-
can get out
Sit-
and Diddy beans.
some of this sex trafficking? Well, I don't know if he's gonna get out, but maybe he just
Well, I wouldn't say that, but I mean,
Allegedly.
obviously
I'm
they're-
just saying,
yeah,
maybe.
Yeah, but obviously they're in the same industry, so I feel like at some point they have all crossed. You know what I'm saying?
They have.
Crossed
They've done
paths.
records together.
and
yeah.
it might have been a point where they might have started the freak offs.
like he might have been sitting in the room, like I can give y'all some names of some people. You know what I'm saying? Let me give y'all if this gonna help me
Never
out in
know.
the long run.
Right. Yeah.
Ain't no telling.
Yeah.
We just gotta sit. This gon' you gotta buck up.
I'm just speculating, world. So don't know. Look, don't nobody. Hey,
Allegedly.
alleged. I'm just
yeah.
speculating. So,
So he
and
going
if I'm
down.
on to something, please don't do nothing to me.
He
but-
going down for something. Cause when the feds come, they got you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They got you.
Yeah, I mean it's kind of sad with the kids though.
They
You
shouldn't
know,
be there.
They shouldn't. They
The girls at least.
Yeah.
The girls
shouldn't
should
have
not.
been there
They
at
shouldn't be there.
all.
Yeah.
But they say the one that looked like him. Which one is that?
The twins.
The one that
Oh,
looks like him.
co-
The son.
King
Kristen.
Kong.
Kristen.
I thought it was King.
Christian.
The dark skinned one.
Yeah, that looks
Yeah.
just. They
Okay.
say he partaked with his father.
Oh,
at
I
believe
those
it.
Events.
I believe it.
Ooh.
They said he was Freaky Junior.
I believe it.
I don't know. This is just not well. Hey,
That's disgusting.
time gonna tell. It is. It's disgusting.
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
disgusting.
And see,
It's
the
not
crazy
even
thing when we talked about, you know, we was thinking about doing this whole Diddy thing because me and Jay were going back and forth, and I was like, we could be a
Yeah.
whole thing about it.
Yeah.
And then he was like, man, you know, that's a lot.
I just didn't want to spend too much time talking
but see,
about
the
it.
thing
He
is-
already, yeah.
But my whole point was just like we just did it. It was like
Yeah.
we weren't really talking about Diddy all the time. We were talking about the husband.
Yeah.
Then we brought in the children.
Yeah.
Right.
We could have talked about the mom. We could have talked about Albie Shore.
Yeah.
We could talk about Jamie Foxx because he
Albie Shore.
had some things
Yeah.
to say about the whole situation
Yeah.
too.
Yeah.
So Diddy didn't make, you know, even though it's about him,
It's a lot of people too. It's a lot of people
It's a
connected to
lot.
that.
This thing connected
They
to
hung my boy Wale off
yes.
about Cassie.
Yep.
They did what?
What?
Oh,
They hung my boy
Wale.
Wale. Diddy had somebody hang Wale off the balcony.
Like on 5 Heartbeats.
5 heartbeats. Yep.
Like-
About
the
Casey.
business hours are from.
Wow.
Yeah.
9 to
He
4.
blew
What is
up
it?
Kid
Why? Because he
Cudi.
talked to Cassie?
Yeah, he blew up Kid Cudi car.
Yep.
Oh, when he threatened to blow up this other guy's car that Cassie was talking to.
That's why
uh,
LB Short said he think he's the one that tried to take him out.
Yep.
He said
and,
he's gonna blow
I
that man
believe
car
that.
up.
and Jamie Foxx
I
said the
believe
same
that.
thing.
Jamie
I
Foxx said
believe
it, and
that.
then
Yep.
they
Yeah.
thinking that he did it with Kim.
Dang, what was that man's name?
Yeah,
Alex. What's her husband's
alleged-
name now?
Who?
What's his, Cassie?
Listen.
Alex.
Alex.
Okay, this was another guy. He was talking about blowing up his car because he was talking to Cassie.
Mhm. It's several
Yeah.
that he threatened about Cassie.
So this is. I guess he getting what he this karma. I guess he just getting
Bingo,
it's getting
bungo.
what he deserved.
Ain't no telling, man. This man been doing it since the 90s. You're not gonna tell me he hasn't
I
been.
thought about something. Do you think that so do you think that this person that he became, or I'm gonna say that this person that he is, do you think that the industry started this, or do you think this is who he was from the beginning?
No,
Go ahead.
No, go ahead.
I feel like it's in everybody, okay? Not what he's doing, but when you get to a certain level and when you have, you know, the means to do any and everything or whatever, and the type of fame that you have, at some point you're gonna lose yourself. So I feel like
If he was broke, he wouldn't have been able to do a lot of the stuff.
I wouldn't even say that because I mean it just
Nah,
would have been
'cause
a
if you
different
broke,
type of
you
freak
freaky.
off. He might have been around in the alley somewhere, but
Freaky, you freaky. I don't care if
You
you
know,
broke or not.
Yeah.
I just feel like him having access to everything
Made it
at
worse.
any given time, in his mind, it's like, oh,
It just amplified.
Oh,
It
wow.
amplified
Like-
that.
you mean I could call an escort at
Mm-hmm.
2 a.m. and I can, you know, pay them to stay until 2 the next morning?
I wonder if these escorts gonna ever say anything or talk.
Probably.
Some
won't.
of them out there not saying it. So I forget the guy's name. He's been on trial already.
Oh really?
Yeah, one of the guys that Cassie said, "Oh, I remember him."
Crazy you gotta
Okay.
be for the male escort to testify. Like,
How the hell? I didn't even know they had male escorts. I know they had
they
women.
have 'em,
I
but
definitely knew that.
Real
I
quick,
guess I seen it, not to go off subject, but he used to be one.
going back to when you said how did he get into this thing? Long time ago, I heard about this as well. I heard Clive Davis was
Oh,
like
yeah.
one of the handlers. So I think he was introduced to it,
Mm-hmm.
and then he's like,
Yep.
"This is what you got to do this," because everybody say that in the industry. Certain things you got to do
Yeah.
to get to a certain point.
That's
Yeah.
why Bear
So
White didn't
once
like
he did
Clyde.
that, okay, now he got this. He
I got a
climbed the
story
ladder.
behind that too. I'll tell y'all about that later.
Tell it now.
Barry
Tell it now,
White
yeah,
I'll tell y'all about that later. They will try you. They
Hold
will
on.
try
Tell it
you.
now.
Barry White, what?
Barry White said that Clive Davis always been a freak. Like he warned
See?
Luther Vandross about.
See,
Yeah, I
Clive
saw
Davis.
something about that too.
Like
so
yeah.
they come in. You know, they might not come in thinking like that, but then next thing you know, that's what they got to do.
Say what
Yeah.
old
Yep.
white man.
Yeah,
They the
child.
freaky, and
They
then
are.
they hang that over your head to do this.
Remember when you did X, Y, and Z, you weren't saying that then. I gave you 50
Well,
mil.
Yeah.
Mm. Yeah.
Yeah.
Now, what was your story?
No, well,
Nah, yeah, what's your story?
well, no, I'm just saying they will try you. I have been tried in the industry by people that
What they do?
They didn't try.
want you
my
to
boy.
do certain things.
Do
And I'm
what?
like,
We
well,
talking about it.
Jay
This
the
where it
Gray,
get
you
real.
know,
This
like,
where it
they
get
want
deep.
Jay the Gray to do.
We being
That
transparent.
said read. He said read between the lines.
yeah, like they.
You ain't turn your hat to the back, did you?
No, I ain't turn my head to
I'm
the
just
back.
checking,
But I've been
checking.
in the position where they were like, okay, if
My
you do
Lord
this,
today.
if you do this, I can do that. You know, and I'm like,
Yeah.
no, I'm not compromising.
I
You know
feel
who
you.
I
Right.
am
Right.
Yeah.
for
Yeah,
for
take
something for something like that. No,
A
so
Terrence Howard moment.
yeah, I've definitely been in one of them situations. I had to say no, like, no, this ain't going down like this. This is business. Like I'm here to do business. I'm not here
Right.
to do any of that other foolishness that you got going on in your head.
Right.
And it was like once that was established, that was it. You know what I'm saying? No more.
Yeah.
Cause they will people. They'll try you.
yeah.
You know,
Absolutely.
they'll try you.
Big talk, big minds, yeah, we do it with class. 4 of us, one throne. Welcome to Quadkast. Welcome to Quadkast. Welcome to Quadkast.